Hi guys, let's see how to select a DC cable and AC cable and how to design a simple ACDB for a solar power plant. Starting with DC cable sizing. So for DC cable sizing, take down the cables which are available in market. So it is 1.5, 4 and 6, and resistance and the current carrying capacity of each cable will be provided from the datasheet respectively. And the first condition for selection of cable is the derating current carrying capacity of the cable should be is maximum than the maximum current that the cable is going to carry. So what is derating current carrying capacity of the cable? IDDC is derating factor and current carrying capacity of the cable. So we will be taking the current carrying capacity of the cable from the data sheet. So we are taking it here ICC, and derating factors for DC cable it will be affected in two factors. So derating factor 1 and derating factor 2. So one is nothing but the ambient temperature. So depending upon the temperature, the duration will get affected. And second is due to HDPE conduit. So due to this conduit, the derating factors affect. Multiplying this factor, will be getting the derating factors. And the next thing is number of cables in a conduit. So when you increase the number of cables in a conduit, the duration also get increased. So example, when you take 5 cable in a conduit, so its derating factor will be 0.447. When you take 10 cables in a conduit, it is 0.316. Depending upon the cables you insert in a conduit, so it derating factors affect. And going for maximum current in a string. So Imax equal to ISC into number of parallel strings into 1.25. So ISC you will be getting it from the module. Number of parallel strings, in case you are using Y connector and combining two strings, we will be making it parallel strings. And 1.25 it is a safety factor. So multiplying all this, you will be getting a Imax, that is a maximum current in a string. Going for percentage of power losses, it should be less than 0.5% for an effective generation, and the formula would be IMP square R into L into 100 divided by the power. So we know IMP, it is a maximum string current into number of parallel strings, and R is the resistance, L is the length of the cable, and P is the power input. So number of strings into number of wattage of modules you are using it. And going for percentage of voltage drop, it should be 0.5% for an DC. So the formula would be IMP into R into I into 100 divided by voltage. So we'll know IMP, R and I and voltage input of the modules. So equating all this, we will be getting the voltage drop for a DC cable. And let's see with the cable 1. So that is 1.5 square mm. IDC is, we have selected 0.353. So that is 0.353. 8 number of cables is selected in a conduit. So into 30, that is the maximum current that the cable can carry. So there is 30, and equating this, it is 10.59, which is less than 11.47 of the maximum current. We have calculated 11.47 as the maximum current that the string can have. So this cable cannot carry this much of current. And going for next cable, it is 4 square mm. Its derating current is 19.41, so which is maximum than the maximum current. So our maximum current is 10.5 11.47, so it is maximum. So I'm going for percentage of power loss. So equating with IMP square R L and into 100 divided by the power, we will be getting the percentage of power losses is 0.299, so which is less than 0.5%, and the power losses is also okay. And going for voltage drop, equating with IMP into L into 100 divided by the voltage, equating all these parameters, we will be getting percentage of voltage drop is less than 0.5%. So this cable of 1.5 kV 4 square mm single core tint copper XLPE DC cable is selected for the slow lasting. So this is the way to select a DC cable. And going for an AC cable now. So for selection of AC cable, so example taking inverter to ACDB. From inverter you will be laying a AC cable, right? So 4 core or 5 core depending upon the client requirement. So mostly 4-core cable is laid from inverter to AC/DC. So you have a selection of cables 10, 16, 25, 35 and 50, and resistance and current carrying capacity in air and ground. So this values should be taken it from the data sheet. Going for the first condition, so derating current carrying capacity of the cable should be maximum than the maximum current. So equating will derating factor under the maximum current, you will be getting derating current carrying capacity of the cable. So I have taken it 0.8 as the derating factor. So and the maximum current I am getting is 76 amps. From an inverter, it is 76 amps. So going for percentage of power loss, it should be less than 1%. So for DC, it should be less than 0.5. For an AC, it should be less than 1%. And the formula would be 3 into IMP square R into L into 100 divided by the maximum power in inverter. So I have chosen is 50 kilowatt. It will be the maximum power in inverter. And you know the resistance and length of the cable you're going to lay. So taking it as 25 meters. And going for a percentage of voltage drop, it should be less than 1%. So less than, making it less than 1% will be more effective for an generation. And the formula would be root 3 IMP into R into L into 100 divided by N into system voltage. So here R will be the resistance and L will be the length of the cable you are laying, and system voltage you selected is 400 volt, and N is the number of runs of cable you are laying from inverter to AC/DC. What should be the number of runs? In case it is 1, you should be representing it as 1, or 2, it should be 2. So I have taken the AC resistance and the current carrying capacity all in air. So I am not burying anything, so I have taken it air. Starting with the cable of 16 square mm. So the derated current is less than the maximum current. So I am not selecting this cable. So after this, it is not able to carry the maximum of 76 amps after deration. So I am going with cable 2 of 25 square mm. So its derating current is capable of carrying my maximum current. So it is 92.34. It is greater than 76 amps. That is a maximum current from the inverter. And the percentage of voltage, percentage of power loss is 3 into IMP square R into L into 100 divided by the power. Equating this, we will be getting less than 1%. So it is satisfying my condition. And going for voltage drop. So it is root 3 IMP R into L into 100 divided by N into system voltage. Equating all this, I am getting the percentage of voltage drop is less than 1%. So that is also satisfying my condition. So I am selecting this cable for an AC from inverter to AC/DC. So what this 1000 represent? So it represent the cable you selected in meters. So considering in kilometers. So this extra 1000 represent my 50 kilowatt is represented in watts. So these are the denomination extra 1000 you are getting here. So I have collected 1.1 kV single run 4 core 25 square mm XLPE copper unarmed copper cable for an AC cable which is from inverter to AC/DC. And going for the AC/DC design. For AC/DC sizing, so MCB rating at input is to be selected now. So maximum current from inverter will be 76 amps with a single inverter. So the safety factor of 1.2 is multiplied with the maximum current. So 91 amps will be the maximum current, and my available market MCB is at 100 amps. So I have selected 100 amps 4 pole 10 kilo amps MCB and going with MCB at output. So I am combining two inverters in the bus bar, and my output MCB selection will be number of inverters into Imax into 1.2, and the total current will be 182.4 amps. So the available MCB at market is 200 amps. So I have selected 200. It is 200 amps 4 pole 10 kilo amps MCB I have selected for the output at AC/DC. And going with CT rating, and the maximum current as I calculated is 182. So the current will be considering for a CT rating. So my available will be 250 amps bar 5 amps. So 250 will be the primary and 5 amps will be the secondary. So this CT will be used for a metering purpose. So my selected is 250 amps bar 5 amps class 0.5 5P 20 CT is selected for a metering purpose. And going with PD rating, PT, the voltage is considered for a PT selection. So 415 volt root by root 3, and the secondary is 110 volt. So depending upon the requirement, you can select the PT. And the main items, we'll be seeing this one by one. MCB, that is 100 amps for input. You can use MCB or MCCB depending upon your requirement for an output. So I selected MCB here. And CT is 250 amps, 5 amps, it is 0.5 class, and PD I have selected. And going with bus bar, so bus bar will be capable of carrying 200 amps, and it is 3-pole neutral aluminum bus bar I have selected. And the enclosure is PC polycarbonate with GFC, it should be IP65.